Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Allan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
Welcome, one and all, to the 67th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. The fart already happened now. You can't. That was, everybody read that and smelled it.
Can't double fart, Allan.
You read it, you smell it. That's
You
what I
can't double fart.
Yeah, why'd you make me the head? I don't want to be the only head. I look like fucking Steve Jobs with his black shirt on. I look like this floating head already, like in this room. Like, it's killing.
You ready for sprockets.
I'll tell you what, so
I just wanted to continue the Halloween show.
We'll start the episode off with me telling you guys a deep and dark secret about my wife. My wife is essentially an ice queen, like from Game of Thrones. What were those people called? The White Walkers.
The White Walkers, yeah.
Where they just want eternal winter. Like, that's her. She's like, oh, can we make it 48 degrees in the house all the time? And I'm like, no, Cubans aren't made to live like that.
No.
Well, we have blankets. I'm like, well, we also have heat.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, but it's all right. It's just frigid all the time. So I like bundle up constantly in my studio.
Like you should have been on that Death Row cover. Remember when it was Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight? They was all in black.
So, well, welcome to the show, everybody. Of course, you hear the luxurious voice of Freddie right there. Fred, how are you doing tonight?
Woohoo! Yeah, I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I made it through Halloween, and we'll find out if Allan did as well. And we'll definitely get.
Okay, I did. I made it through Halloween. And
did you set candy out?
No, actually I was going to, and then I changed my mind and I watched Monday Night Football.
The big thing I've been seeing on after Halloween, like all the Ring doorbell cams, are like the kids just stealing the whole, like people sit the candy out on the honor system
and like stealing all this candy,
and they steal all the candy. Yeah, it's just like
makes me so mad, dude.
That is terrible, man.
I mean, I get it. It's part of being a kid. Is like I have to, like kids aren't really well known for their like regulation of shit.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of all or nothing.
But like you see kids like taking the candy, then like fuck you to the doorbell camera. I'm like, come on, it ain't even like
future,
that, man.
Future thugs, right?
Yeah.
No.
Like, come on. There was one kid, so he stole the candy and then like turned around and had a step. He didn't see it. Busted his ass.
That kid had coming though. They deserve it for real. And I was like, good.
Good for that kid.
Like, how dare you do that to them?
Hope you get a big ass.
Well, yeah, and so like, my kids, there was tons of houses when we went and like where there was nobody, where there was a sign, and I'm like, all right, read the sign and do what the sign says. Don't do anything else. Like, and I mean, they were pretty good about it, but I think that's, that's how it is, man. Like when I bet if their parents were like around them, like that shit wouldn't have gone down.
That shit wouldn't have.
You know what I'm saying? Because they'd have been like, but like, I don't know. I'd like to think
because it was like older kids. It was like,
like
13, 13 to 16, maybe.
Like 13 to 16 is like kind of the age when you shouldn't probably do that anymore. Like, I don't know. I remember one year we like me and Allan's family, went and trick-or-treated. We were like 17. And we put on the most random bucket costumes. One of us had a fake beard with like a laser tag helmet. And like we were walking around the neighborhood and all these people were like, what are you? And it's Joel, of course.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm a Power Ranger. And like all these old people knew what it was. So they're like, great. And he had this like Osama bin Laden beard and this huge old school, like red. Like laser tag helmet on, and they're just like, okay, here's some candy, and I'm like, what?
I'm hillbilly laser tag man.
Yeah, and he had like the thing hanging down, but they believed him, so it's fine. But yeah, no, I think about that age is like about where it was. Well, so like we have, I think I told you guys before, my oldest son is 10. And oh yeah, this is Black Link Neglected, by the way, because I hadn't said that already. And welcome to the show. Follow us on Facebook at BLC Podcast, Twitter at BLC World, and we're proudly brought to you on the Pop Culture Pros Network. So now that I said all that, they can just search on Facebook for Pop Culture Pros. It brings it up.
There you go.
So if you want. But now I was going to keep putting that up. So we had one lady, like we went and did the trick or treat thing, and we had one lady. My kid is 10 years old, right? And he's a big kid, but he's still 10.
Yeah.
And like she refused to give him candy, like, and her candy sucked. Like that's the thing about it is like her candy was like seriously like a bunch of Cheetos, jalapeno, and regular. Like, that's the thing. I think some old people, like when it comes to Halloween, they're just like, I just get this stuff out of the old kitchen that I'll never eat. And like, these kids don't know better. Like, who wants an onion?
Yeah.
Like, hey kids, I got this here can of beans. How's that for you?
That'd be funny if like the neighborhood just you start at one house and they give you all the ingredients. Each house gives you different ingredients for beef stew.
Yeah, dude, imagine that. So imagine that though. Okay, so the neighborhood. I got Fred. I just let you know this night. We might as well call this show "Great Ideas."
All right.
I got another idea I'm going to talk to you guys about. It's fucking great. Anyway, we'll get to that later. But that's called a tease. So, yeah. So they go to each house in the neighborhood and get a different ingredient, and at the end, Guy Fieri is waiting on them, and he's like, "And now you've got to cook something in 30 minutes." And like it's guys' Halloween games or whatever. Like, dude, that would be awesome. I would watch that show.
Take me to Flavor Town.
Imagine that. Like you send them loose in a neighborhood and say you have like 10 minutes to go door to door, and every door has different ingredients.
Right.
So like you have to go and like, oh, I got, like I said, can of beans.
Yeah, can of beans.
And like this one person's like, I got a lot of candy.
No, spam.
Oh, dude, I love some spam now. Don't
the spam ingredient. Yeah.
Don't talk trash on spam, man. If there's one company other than like Tater Mitts that I would love for us to sponsor us, it's spam.
Spam.
I love spam. Do you ever eat spam, dude?
I used to eat spam.
Fry that junk up, slice it
when I was
thin.
poorer.
Hey.
But you were
poor.
When I was poorer, I was poorer than I am now.
Right. No, I get it.
I mean,
but yeah, no, it's one of those things. Like
I used to love like potted meat. Now I can't like. Yeah. Now I know what it's in it.
Sausages the other day.
I know what's in it. It had a jelly. Did it have the jelly?
It did.
Yeah, I had that jelly.
I got like 3 cans of them because they were on sale, and I'm doing like a high protein like diet thing, so I can fill out this black.
So I just need meat.
Shirt. Yeah, so I'm just doing like high protein and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, Vienna sausages are great for a snack. They're in a can. They're food. And like they're cheap. So I bought a couple at the grocery store, and I came home and like immediately cracked one open and ate it. And dude, it tastes like memories for real. Like I know it's gross, and like dude, don't get me wrong, it was
buying weenies, buying
weenies, good or anything, but it was one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I remember.
Nothing about that is sausage.
I remember this flavor. Well, then my son ate some of it, and he's like, said. Dad, what are these?
Yeah,
he'd never really seen them.
Don't ask.
I was like, you can have some, man. And so I was like, these are sausages. And he's like, oh, okay. And he's like, this doesn't look like sausage. And I was like, nah, it doesn't necessarily look like sausage. It doesn't actually taste like sausage either. Just so you know. So he like took it out and he's like, it's real floppy. And I'm like, it's not. Son, it's not hot cuisine.
What's that jelly, Dad?
Right. That's sausage jelly. Have you never experienced that, son? I did learn that if you get this stuff, right? And this is weird. With the spam, spam has that like jelly stuff in it too, right?
Yeah.
So the other day I was frying up me some spam, and like some of the jelly got onto the griddle, like that I was cooking on, and that shit like hardened into like a rock.
Really?
Like, I thought it would just cook and like evaporate. Like no, whatever's in there is like it could be crack. I don't even know what it is. Turn into a rock, not a white rock. No.
Bone resin.
So all in all, obviously, like I said, we're in November now. Thank goodness. But is there anything else anything exciting happened from Halloween? The only thing that happened exciting to me was that one lady who was like, my kid can't have candy.
My son, he had an inflatable, like the little alien supposed to steal you. And we had told him, like, stop playing with it, throughout the week since he's got it. Yeah. Well, not even that, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna run the batteries down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he did. Like, it was working fine when we got there. He walked about 100 yards, and like the little alien's head just went back.
No.
And it was started
It
sagging.
looked like it was depressed.
The feet started hanging down. You know what I mean?
Poor guy. That's like all the rage this year, isn't it? That was like the number one. Like
Yeah.
the person in a person costume.
Right. Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 of them when we were out there, like of the same one, the same alien.
The thing I saw the most, and this makes no sense, was people dressed as bananas.
I saw hot dogs.
Yeah,
I saw like
bananas
4
too.
people who were like just in a banana costume, and I'm like, cool. Like, I mean, I like it. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I like classic. That's like a classic.
Right. It's a classic. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is like now you can your new age, costumes or whatever costume. Is that like inflatable stuff or like mechanical shit? But I'm like, that dude, like you said, that dude dressed like a hot dog. That dude dressed like a banana. That's awesome. That's what Halloween's all about.
That is
dressing like fruit. Dress like food or fruit.
To get you some grapes and you can be like the fruit of a
buddy of mine did. So a buddy of mine, he dressed his dog as a bunch of grapes. Like that's what it's called, right? A bunch, yeah.
A bunch, yeah.
Yeah, so he dressed his dog as
Is it a bushel?
No, it's not. A bushel is a large amount of
okay.
grapes. Like that's like a big bucket. A bushel on a peck, So but so he dressed his dog like that. And like he showed me a picture of it and I was like, dude, your dog looks like he's covered in like purple ball sacks. Because they didn't like poop up, like, you know what I mean? Like a ball. Yeah. They all fell down. And he was like, he does kind of look like he was covered in purple ball sacks. He's like, he hated that costume. And I'm like, well, yeah, if I was covered in fucking purple nads, I wouldn't want to wear that costume either.
Better than blue ball sacks.
I mean, it depends. I don't know if to a dog, that could be like the most hurtful thing you could say.
Oh my god!
They might get purple balls. I don't know how it works. There you go, Alan. Thank you for that. That ringer tells me that it's time to transition away from Halloween.
And
into my favorite
Halloween.
holiday of them all. Thanksgiving. Yay for Thanksgiving.
Turkey Day.
Nope.
What day is Thanksgiving on?
It's on a Thursday. Right? In case you didn't know.
Is it on a Thursday again this year?
So yeah, just this year. Only this year.
It's on Thursday.
I think it's on the 24th of this month, I believe.
The 24th?
Which I might be mistaken. I don't really do that usually. Look at stuff. Let me see. What's the last Thursday? It's the 24th. Yeah, 24th.
Okay, that's good.
So just a few weeks away. But, Fred, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this turkey. Like, I got to get a turkey, first of all. This is the only thing about Thanksgiving is like, I'm like, son of a bitch, I got to get this. I got to get all this food.
Your bosses ain't going to give away a turkey?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
they ain't going to do that?
I don't think that they would. That's weird. Like I get it. I know.
Everybody
like back in the day.
I remember.
Like, oh, you want a bonus? No thanks. Here's a piece of turkey.
1 year they used to give us turkey at a company I used to work for, and they gave us turkeys every year. And then 1 year they're like, "We're gonna give it to the homeless," and we're like, "We're homeless."
No, we're pretty much like
homeless.
$25 gift cards or something, or $50 gift. Like, here, this will cover your Thanksgiving meal. And I'm like, $25 isn't gonna cover. Especially nowadays.
When we're going to the Chinese restaurant,
I can't even get that. Like, if you want a drink, you can't get it. Drinks coming out your pocket nowadays. But it's all good, man. I'm excited. Like I said, we'll get more into Thanksgiving chat as Thanksgiving gets nearer to our farts. Thank you, Alan. So of course, like I said, Black Lake Lux podcast, great show. So thumbs up to you can't see, but thumbs up. In my black. I know. I feel like such a.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, what is it? Look at that.
My hands. Like I can't. It's too cold. I'm freezing. If at any time I just stop talking, and it could be that I froze to death. It's like being honest with you.
But in the show, Matt's gonna look like The Shining. You know what I'm saying?
Stay night.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. But no. So before I die. It would be like that. So before I die, I got an idea.
Before I die, fart.
That's the end. That's it right there.
That's what happens, though, right? You fart and then you die, right? Yeah. So, okay. So, first of all, Fred, I got to ask you a question. I have 2 ideas. Okay. Well, I have an idea, and then I have something to ask you about. First thing, let me tell you about my idea. Okay. How would you like this, Fred? This Halloween got me thinking that we should make a bar, and this is a Black Lincoln Collective patented idea. If you steal it, or if it already exists, fuck you. If it already exists, still fuck you. You stole my idea in the past. You created a time machine, went to this, listened to this episode. One of our hundreds of thousands of listeners could have done this, Fred. And then created a time machine, went back a week, stole my idea.
Yeah. Created a bar.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you, Derek. Always Derek.
Always
Derek. Derek's my
fucking
Derek. Never been a Derek that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Their company. It's okay. It's not my fault. It's just Derek's. So, but anyway, okay, Fred. Have you heard of a bar before?
Yeah.
A bar, where you go and have a few drinks. Great, right? All right. How about this for an idea? How about a bar type setting where you can take naps, where there's sleep areas, like a sleeping pod, so you can have a beer.
That's called an
2-hour nap. It's not opium. There's no opium. There doesn't need to be opium.
If people in the bar sleeping, there's some opium around. There's some heroin or something.
Well, no, but they'd be off. You would have to go to a different part. You wouldn't be at the bar sleeping. You would be
people shitting on the walls.
But that's my only thing. Is I feel like I would have to put a sign up that said no jerking it in the pods.
You got pods?
Yeah, you ever seen the pod hotels they do in Japan?
No.
It's so they're cheap because it's literally a room, not even a room. It's it's like a pod. I mean, it's literally like a capsule,
Yeah.
So it's like that, and it's a tube, and basically, it's just a bed. You get in there, when they when you see them in the movie, they go into deep space and they in the hyper. Yeah, it's essentially that, pretty much. Well, but it's closed in, and they have TV sometimes, but it's like a bed and everything. And it's nice. And they the door closes. It's all soundproof and stuff. And I was like, dude, I would sleep in that. We went to the bar the other night, and I was like, I can take a nap right now. And so that's part of, that's just part of being a grown up too, though. It's at any point.
It was that band went on late and
and I was like, usually great, Fred, if we could just take a 2-hour nap before they start, so we can get be fired up when they get going.
Right.
And he's like, that's not possible. And I was like, well, it could be.
Well, they did let us back into the green room. Yeah, I mean, they had couches. We could have slept in there.
They did have a couch. I couldn't sleep on the couch because I would have been asleep.
That would have been weird, though.
Yeah, they'd be like, who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that?
Is he one of the Is he Jelly Roll? Jelly Roll is, Fred?
No.
I didn't know who Jelly Roll
was. Oh, is that dude's grandson? Waylon Jennings' grandson or something?
I have no idea. Is he? I have no idea.
Yeah, I think so.
He's a real fat dude who's
right. Yeah, I think that's
was that Waylon Jennings' grandson?
Yeah, I think it's Waylon Jennings' grandson. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you my Waylon story?
No.
Waylon story. So, this is a funny story. I think it's a little short story, but it's funny. So, first of all, I don't think I'm quite as fat as Jelly Roll. But anyway, that's not here or there. So we have the family. We're down here in the South, you guys, as you well know. And one day they said we were at Thanksgiving. And speaking of. And they were like, "Hey, so we're waiting on Waylon to come. This is our one of the I'm not gonna say names. This is somebody's girlfriend, right? Waylon. Right. And they're like, Waylon's. We're waiting on Waylon to get here so that she can eat with us. And we're like, okay, cool. Whatever. What a weird name that someone would be named Waylon. That's not a very common girl's name, right?
Right.
So a little time goes on. They talk about a little bit more about her and everything. And finally, she shows up. Turns out, Fred, she is of Asian descent, and her name wasn't Waylon as they said it 1,000 times. Her name was Waylon. And so I couldn't help myself. As soon as I saw her, I was like, oh my god. Credit to them, I guess they don't see color because they didn't. They weren't like she's Asian as hell. She's a chanky chank or whatever. None of that stuff. And so they were just like, Waylon's coming, Waylon this, Waylon that. And I'm like, all right, this is weird, this Waylon girl.
Waylon
But
Jennings.
she showed up and I'm like, oh, that's weird. So anyway,
Waylon.
that would have been a good time to take a nap. Again, while we're waiting on the food, you just take a quick nap, knock it out.
Oh
Food's
my
great. They'll deliver it to your pod. So anyway, so Fred,
Yeah.
all that idea, which is, I know, solid gold. Again,
Right.
don't steal it, people.
Best.
Hashtag, please don't steal my idea. Elon Musk. And, all that, right? Great idea. But Fred, you know what really brings it home for me?
What is that, Matt?
I came up with a great name for it. Do you want to guess what the name is? You're gonna love it.
I have no idea.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Alan, you want to take a guess?
Sleepy time.
Close, not at all. The snooze bar.
The snooze bar.
Snooze bar.
Just hit the snooze bar, baby. That's a great name. That's not a fail name. That's a great name.
Snooze bar. I do like the name. I do like the name.
Because that's what you hit, right? You hit the snooze bar.
The snooze
Or
bar.
snooze button. I don't know. You call it a
Yeah,
snooze
you
button.
go in there and get a 15-minute nap.
Yeah, get your little nap on, get your little beer on. They're not
Wake
going to know
up
the difference. You can
wake
be,
up and get
and that's
your-
the thing. You could be like a cool guy, and you're like, "Hey, I'm a cool guy. I'm never going to take a nap. Bros don't take naps like me, bro." And then you like go in, you're like, "So I'm going to this bar over here. Give me some like pounds of beers, some shots." And then you go in, and you're like, "Listen, take a nap. If anybody comes in here, just tell them I'm out back pissing.
Hey, well, yeah,
2-hour nap."
you could have the pods in the back.
That's
and,
what I'm
like,
saying. Like the
bar
pods
in
are
front.
offset of the
Yeah.
So it works all the time.
right. So
But yeah,
you
and then
just-
if somebody's like too drunk to drive home,
hey,
pot them up.
pot 'em up for the night.
Pot it up for the night, kids.
Yeah,
$20.
you gotta
Chill
lock them
pod.
in there though. You gotta lock.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
lock them in.
And again, you have to put a sign in the
nobody would
pod.
ever
It
leave.
says no jerking.
yeah, no jerking it.
They would leave. Eventually, they would run out of money.
Can the pod sleep too? Like,
No,
what if you and your
absolutely
girlfriend?
not.
No,
Because then it's not a nap. Then it's a tryst.
Yeah. Then it turns into a
hey, what happens in the
Bar.
pod
Right.
stays in the
Then
pod.
it becomes a boudoir. And it's not a boudoir. So no, the pod.
what happens in the pod stays in the pod.
No, what happens in the pod is seen by everyone on the cameras.
Who's going
outside
to
the
clean
bar.
those pods?
That's your job on the way out.
No, yeah, okay, Planet Fitness.
No, I feel like because of our friends in Japan that they probably have like a self-sanitizing thing. Like when they close, I'm sure they sprayed like a dishwasher or something. I can just see like, like, all right, yeah, like we gotta air the pot out for a little while, let it dry. And I get it. I would love to have that, dude. So get ready, guys, for the snooze bar. And if it's already happened, fuck you. Again. So
you can have one. You can have one of those like carousels. That,
yeah,
you know, like
it takes you up into the ceiling. So you're never
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like you got one coming in, so you got to go up to every
Move it up.
pod.
Yeah.
You
See?
just store it in the ceiling.
What a great idea that is. I had another idea, but someone did steal
Just
it, and it's not their fault. I give them credit for, but they didn't execute it as well as I did. Was a place that you could go and just take stuff to smash. And they do have that. They have like access
Yeah,
or whatever.
I think it's
My idea was like you could either
anger
buy
room
stuff
or
to smash it, or you could just bring your own shit to smash it.
Yeah.
And then we would let you smash it and for money. Great idea, right?
Yeah.
And-
I mean, people making money off of it.
Right? Well, so all those places seem to close. But it's okay. It's a great
Yeah.
idea, though. It was a great
Right.
idea. So, Fred, it does remind me. So, if and when, just so you guys know, this is when this is going to happen. We're obviously it's Monday now. We know that I already won the lottery, $1.2 billion in the Powerball. So that's how the snooze
You can't
bar.
win. You can't win if you can't. if you
I
don't
did play. I play. Okay,
Did you?
so okay, I got to tell you the story. Yeah. So we did play earlier this week because I was like, you know what? I don't know why I don't think $500 million would be enough. Like $500 million does not warrant me to play
Right.
this shit. But when it gets to $1 billion, I'm like, well,
Well, yeah.
I guess now
Now,
I
I don't.
got the odds on my
I don't
side.
get out of bed for less than $1 billion.
Right. Like what good would $500 million do me?
Yeah.
Haha. So, but like $1 billion, like I said, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, $1 billion. Hey, now we're talking. So I bought a ticket and everything, and I don't know what any of the shit is now. They added a new thing because it was just like power up. Now it's like a triple power or some shit like that. They added some other thing. So anyway, I bought the ticket, sent a picture to my wife, like, hey, if we win, that would be great. And
Yeah.
like, you don't have to go to work, and I'll still go to work. and we'll hire a nanny. So that's all I really want is like hire somebody to clean the house, do the laundry, and like a nanny to watch the kids sometimes. That's all I need. So and then they can have the rest of the money. But anyway, so the next morning I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to look at the lottery and like see if we won, you know. I don't know. And so I my wife and I are sitting there. I'm like, all right, you get the numbers. Like you look up the winning numbers. Right. I have the ticket and we'll like, you know, we'll go through them. And so she's like, okay, no problem. You know, blah, blah. It was very early in the morning. Yeah. So she's like, okay, I got the numbers. She's like, all right, first number is 10. And I was like, all right, our first number is 10. Like right here on the first line, number right there, 10. All right, now we're talking. Like, second number 17. I was like, oh shit. Our second number 17. Like, oh shit. And she's like, third number's like 23. And I was like, oh motherfucker. Like, oh, here we go. Like, I'm starting to get pumped up. Like, I'm ready because it's all lining up. And the next number was 5. And I was like, oh shit, Jada. I'm like, tell me what the Powerball is. Just tell me what the Powerball. And she's like, Powerball is 17. And I was like, holy shit. We won the lottery. And she's like, wait, what? And I was like, we won the numbers match. She's like, yeah, I was reading the ticket. And I'm like, you were supposed to be reading. Oh shit! Shut the fuck up! I was reading the ticket, and I was like 30 seconds, man.
I thought you were breaking her. I thought she was reading the number.
So, I was like, wait, what? No. And she's like, I'm sorry, I barely woke up.
That was awesome. For a split second, you thought you won it.
Oh, I was like, you got to be kidding me! Like, there's
no fucking way I won the lottery.
But I was like, but you know, at the same time, the numbers are matching. Like,
did I just win the fucking lottery?
Right. And you guys ever play like do that stuff? Do you ever do Powerball or anything?
Yeah, I played it before, man.
Do you have numbers that you do, or do you just like do?
Nah, I do quick picks, especially for like, you know, Powerball and stuff like that. I mean, it's up to like 65. So I mean, 73 numbers or something like that.
It's crazy.
So it's crazy. You know what I mean?
I don't know enough about it. That's the thing, is like to really. So I'm just like, yeah, do whatever. Pick the thing.
I mean, I just say, give me a, you know, quick pick. They know what you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They like drug dealers. They know what you want.
And that's the thing, dude. You go to the gas station on days when it's like that.
Yeah.
You get caught up in lottery fever because everybody in line is like, let me get a ticket.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I should get a ticket too. Cause I want to win.
Yeah.
And then they had a winning ticket. Just like right up the road from us a couple years ago.
Right. Yeah. It was a big one. Yeah. It was a big one.
Like
yeah. It was $1 billion.
And like, and so everybody's like, oh, and like apparently that store is like swamped, because everybody thinks it's lucky.
He can't sell lottery no more.
He can't sell lottery anymore? Why not?
He got caught like something with his taxes or something like that. You know what I mean? He was like taking the lottery money.
Took another one down.
Yeah, dude. Like you go in there, he still got the cases for the scratch offs and stuff, but like they're all empty.
That's funny. I didn't know that because like people at my work were like, I'm going to that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would you go to that one? The numbers are the same no matter what. Yeah, that one's lucky. And I'm like, that's not how this works.
Yeah, lightning ain't gonna strike twice, man.
No. Well, dude, so that made me think like, okay, so I threw my $10 at the lottery, you know, I almost won, I thought.
Yeah.
And then I was like, how, you know, what are really the chances of me winning the lottery? Like what is, or like any one person
like
winning
25 million to win, something like that.
Well, so these are some of the things that are more likely to happen to you than winning the lottery. Okay.
All right.
And this was the first one, being crushed by a meteorite. Okay? So walking down the street, fucking meteorite wings you in the noggin, you're done.
Yeah.
I guess that's not really, though. It'd have to be big enough to like crush you, because just getting hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's crushed by a meteorite.
So yeah, your chances are better of being crushed by a meteorite, dying in a plane crash. One of our favorite, not this, but one of our favorite things to talk about, being killed by hornets, wasps, or bees. I don't know why we like that.
That's not like uncommon though. Like
I think that's more but getting stung and being killed.
You got a better chance of winning the lottery. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. You have a better chance of being killed by hornets, wasps, than winning the lottery.
Right.
You have a better chance of being canonized. You know what being canonized is, Fred?
Is that when they cut your dick off?
No, that's being castrated.
Oh,
that's actually when they cut your balls off. Yeah. But being canonized is when you are loaded into a cannon to your death.
Loaded into a cannon?
Yeah, you're canonized. They put you in a cannon and shoot your ass out of it.
That's the way I want to go. If I had to go, that's how I'd want to go. Yeah.
I'll be canonized.
Not peacefully in your sleep.
Like, so would like the cannonball dude?
No, that's not a real. I mean, that's a cannon, but it's not a cannon. Like this is like a real cannon.
Yeah. How you think that worked?
It hurt.
No, I'm saying like the cannonball guys.
Oh, never mind. I was completely wrong, and I feel like a total idiot now. Being canonized is to
Being canonized
is when you officially declare a dead person to become a saint.
No, I don't want that. I don't want to go like that.
Yeah, that's how you're going. You're going to be a saint, motherfucker.
No.
St. Allan of the boards.
No.
He won't. So being U.S. president is more likely to happen than winning the lottery. Yeah. And then this one, which I don't know how this one works, because I feel like this one's probably about the same. Becoming a billionaire. How can it be less likely that you when you win the lottery, you become a billionaire? Yeah. Well, you don't really become a billionaire.
There's a better chance of you hitting the lottery than the milkshake machine working at McDonald's.
I believe that. That's always broken.
Damn, it's always broken. Milkshake.
Speaking of broken, we're broke. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second half of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, episode 67, proudly brought to you by the Pop Culture Pros Network.
The Black Lincoln Collective podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
You're listening to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Welcome back to the 67th episode of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. I am apparently the only one paying attention to what's going on around here, other than Fred, because he's muted. Alan's muted. They don't even want to talk to me anymore.
I'm not muted.
You're muted now.
I'm muted.
So, welcome back to the show. Of course, as always, ladies and gentlemen, the Black Lincoln Collective podcast is brought to you proudly on Pop Culture Pros Network, and also by our new sponsor tonight, Fred. Fred, how's your dong game going, buddy?
Oh, man. To the right.
I never thought I'd have to ask that question.
Hang to the right.
The sponsor demands I asked about your dongs. So, well, Fred, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about a new product on the market. It's going to change your life. All right? This product promises, for one thing, no headaches, no diarrhea, no bone rot. Real proven results, Fred. Fred, would you like to increase your sex drive and your IQ simultaneously? It increases your spatial awareness, your fuck speed, your deductive reasoning, and your fuck time. Fred, I'm talking about the fine people over at IntelliFuck. Now listen, kids, if you buy IntelliFuck and you're under 18, please ask your parents before consuming. Tell your parents, I want to get fucked up. IntelliFuck. So Fred, IntelliFuck is the official sponsor of tonight's Matt Parker Entertainment News.
Oh, I'm glad to say my
music. Where's my music, Alan?
I don't think we have music for you.
We always have music.
Not for you.
Oh, okay. Well, fine.
He can borrow my music.
Thank you. Entertainment news tonight, Fred. We got some stuff going on, man. There's no one wacky in this world.
What's happening with the
Entertainment news number one. Did you see James Corden stealing Ricky Gervais's jokes?
I did see that.
Alan, did you see that?
Yes, I did.
You need to play it. Did you guys? I think we should probably play it, right?
He's been in a couple of hot water.
Well, I hear that, and this is strictly Black Lincoln Collective editorial. because this is not a fact, but I'm pretty sure it's a fact. I hear that James Corden.
What?
I've heard multiple times.
Turn the music down now.
Damn, Alan. What are you doing?
But no, you said you wanted the music.
I didn't want all the music in the world.
No, it's turned down to nothing.
You're ruining my entertainment news right now. You're embarrassing me in front of the whole world, Alan. And
Really?
Yeah, I know. And if James Corden hears this, I hear you're a douchebag. So to defend yourself,
that's good.
Come on the show, and we'll be like, dude, you're a douchebag.
Yeah,
is that, is that loud enough?
That's
cool.
That's perfect. You just turn yourself down all the way. That'd be great. It's professionalism, Fred. Professionalism 101. It's the James Corden of fucking producers stealing his joke. No, I heard he's like a douchebag all the time.
Yeah, he got banned from a restaurant that he had went to for like busting
Applebee's.
Olive Garden is no longer allowed at Applebee's.
But he had to go and apologize.
Well, good. You know what? Don't be a dick. That's.
I don't know. I ain't never liked him though, man. Like he's like the least favorite late night guy.
Yeah, he seemed like he was kind of just like the dumb one that got it like.
I thought he was gay for a long time.
Oh, he's not.
No,
he's just British.
He's married. Yeah, I guess he's just British. Is he
not
British?
Not like all British people sound gay or anything, but like no, the way I think it's maybe the comedian because like British comedians are kind of like flamboyant.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah,
like sometimes, not all of them, but
have you seen that one guy who laughs out his mouth? He laughs backwards.
No, but that sounds like a very way that they would do that.
He laughs like that.
Yo, you laugh in the Queen's English.
This shit laughs in British.
We inhale the laughs. So yeah, that's exactly that's what YouTube's gonna do to us when they caption this thing. It's gonna be like, oh, what the hell? It's always words that don't make sense. So that happened. Do you guys? I mean, you saw the joke. You saw it was. You want me to tell you the joke?
It was close. Like
it was
really close.
But that's the thing. Like, so if you're gonna steal a joke, like we talked about, I think before, like Amy Schumer, or so we talked about some other people, like, stealing jokes. Like who was it?
Mancina.
Yeah. What's his name? Carlos
Mencia.
Right, oh yeah, Allan knows that shit.
Oh, Allan, yeah, of course he knows that one. Carlos Mencia and George Lopez are Allan's favorite comedians.
George Lopez is your favorite comedian.
That's why you always hear Allan walk around like, "Give me a break." He always does that all the time.
Matt just loves George Lopez.
You know what? I don't even like George Lopez, but I love that impression. That's the only thing I can do is George Lopez. So, give me a break. And like my wife hates it so much. But if you want to sound more like George Lopez, ladies and gentlemen, please use IntelliFone. Which has like reverb. I need it. We'll have to do that in post. But anyway,
I think like George Lopez he kind of reminds me of like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Latino Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
I get no respect.
PJ Waterway. It's like, what?
Use my joke. No, George Lopez was good. I
do like George.
I never thought he was
Lopez,
very funny. Like he wasn't one of my, but
right.
Still no jokes.
Yeah.
Didn't steal jokes. Yeah, true that. Who was it? Mencia was stealing jokes. He like everybody, right?
Everybody, yeah, like low level comedians. He would go watch them like at the comedy cellar and shit.
And use their shit.
Yeah, steal their fucking jokes.
That's crazy, man. That was hard. Like when I used to work in the comedy club, that was always something that, like, it's hard sometimes not to, like, no, I don't want to say like steal it, but like to like be inspired by something. Like if you hear a really good joke, like, how can I make a joke similar to that?
Yeah.
But you got to also make sure, like, I mean, they went like it was so. The joke was like basically like Twitter is like a town square. And if you go to the town square, there's a board on the wall, like a message board. And it says in the middle of it, it says, "Hey, guitar lessons."
Right.
That's all it says. It's just guitar lessons. And in Twitter world, apparently, you were like, "Fuck you, I don't want guitar lessons. How dare you say that to me?" Blah, blah, blah. And so Ricky Gervais said that. Very better delivery than James Corden. Right.
Yeah.
James Corden went and said the exact same
thing.
Same guitar lessons, same town hall. Not as good a setup because, again, He's just not as funny as Ricky Gervais is.
Right.
But like he stole that shit. And like
he really did.
Why can you get sued for that? Is that your intellectual property, like a joke like that? Or how does that work?
I'm not sure. I mean,
Allan, put on your lawyer hat.
You might be able to, but I mean,
if it's like on a show, like
yeah, because it was on the show. It was on like his.
I don't. No,
it's on his Netflix special.
No, you're not going to get sued for it, but I mean, you're going to be embarrassed and. Nah, I mean, I guess
it's like that's plagiarism. Like that's stealing your shit. Like I mean,
yeah, maybe but I think in the comedy world, it's more like
it's just bad taste. You know what I'm saying? You'll get shunned. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing worse than being shunned by comedians.
That's right. There's one thing worse, Fred. Fred, one thing worse than being shunned by comedians.
In
at the end of the night, when you're taking a beautiful lady home, and you just can't get it going. You've got to increase your fuck speed and your fuck time. The only way to do that, while stimulating conversation, because we're going to open up your brain, is with IntelliFuck. IntelliFuck. Get some at the gas station by your uncle's house today.
She's one of those girls that gives you math quizzes before she lets you into her vagina.
4 + 4, and you're like, bigger than me. With IntelliFuck, you'll be like, it's 4, bitch. So okay. Next entertainment news sponsored by our friends. I can't keep saying it. I feel bad saying it.
IntelliFuck.
Shouldn't have let them sponsor the entertainment news. This was a better one-off thing. So anyway, Fred, for some people, fishing is a way of entertainment. You fish, Fred? You ever fish?
I used to.
Yeah,
I have fished.
Have you ever fished competitively, Fred?
No, I have not.
That seems like a really hard job.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, you just go to a lake and you fish, and, like, everybody else is trying to do the same thing. You have to beat them. Like, I don't know how any of that works. But, Fred, let me tell you one thing. These two guys figured out a way to get away with it.
Uh-oh.
Jacob Runyon of Broadville Heights, Ohio. See, another person from Ohio. And Chase Kaminsky of Hermitage, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Were indicted in Cleveland on felony charges of cheating, attempting grand theft, possessing criminal tools, and misdemeanor charges of unlawfully owning wild animals. So, I don't know if you heard this, Allan, or not. They were two professional fishermen who had been fishing on the NFT, the National Fishing Tour, I guess.
Sponsored by IntelliFuck.
Sponsored by IntelliFuck's sister company, Fuck a Fish.
Fuck Fish. Fuckfish.org.
Anyway, so these guys were professional fishermen. They had won lots of tournaments and everything like this. And then all of a sudden, after the other day, they were weighing in their fish, and somebody
they got weighted them,
cut the gut or what? Yeah, but they had been stuffing. Yeah, they had been getting fish and stuffing them full of weight.
Saw that video. Did you see the video?
Yeah. It was crazy,
them dudes was mad at them. I thought they was about to get it.
I thought they were about to get ass.
Yeah.
But, like, thankfully, those dudes realized, like, we can't do that. So it was like over $35,000 that they.
Yeah, them dudes was like, you stole thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
you got boats. He was like, you got boats. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
So dirty.
Yeah, that shit was great.
They stuffed 5 walleyes with a total of 8 12-ounce lead weights and 2 8-ounce weights, as well as other parts of fish.
Other parts of fish, yeah. They had fillets of fish. Like,
a fish and a fish. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he was like, look at that. That's a goddamn walleye fillet.
Oh, no.
My man, he pulled the first weight out. He was like, hey, y'all, we got weight fish. We got weight fish. Everybody came running, dude.
I get it, dude. Like, that's their job, dude. Like,
man. Them dudes do that shit for a career. Yeah,
they don't do it for fun. Imagine that. We should try to get a pro fisherman on the show.
Yeah.
Does anybody know any there's got to be some pro fishermen from around here. Like, how are there not?
All the lakes we got. Hell, one of the big tournaments is down there in
Hartwell. Yeah. They have it in Hartwell.
Yeah. Oh, we should go. We should enter it and cheat.
We get a rowboat.
Yeah, plus we gotta get a boat.
Just get out there with a little John boat. You know what I'm saying?
We can rent a boat. We can borrow a boat from somebody.
We get one of them refillable ones that you put the air in it.
Yeah. There you go. Oh man, see, look at that.
We'll get some giant pumpkins and we'll just float around with the giant pumpkins.
I told you, man. Great ideas. Great ideas. And you know what they say, Fred? Great minds think alike.
There you go.
Which brings me to our third news bit of the news night, or whatever it is. Brought
Celebrity.
to you by Telebuck.
Look, they got Einstein. Oh, is there internet? Now,
Alan,
who's
bring it back
getting
up.
over that shit?
Let me explain this to the listeners on home. In Telebuck, to help promote their product, on the cover of it, they have, first of all, it's a gigantic pill that's inside another pill. It's going to get you going. But so on the cover, you see in big words, Telebuck. And then behind that is a ghosted picture of Albert Einstein gazing into a tiger's eyes while it has sex with a rhinoceros on the Serengeti.
It's like the tiger's like,
yeah, it's about Kilimanjaro.
That tiger's really into it.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's his O face. You just got the tiger's O
Albert
face.
Einstein's into it too. He's got the look of like,
you can see the raised portions of his mustache. Yeah, he's
like,
smiling under that stash,
like,
man.
I like it that it gives you deductive reasoning.
Out of
everything else,
yeah, right.
It gives you it has spatial awareness, added fuck speed, added deductive reasoning, added fuck time, and no bone rot. What else did you ask for?
No bone rot.
Yeah, I don't even know what bone rot is.
What is bone rot?
Like no headache, no diarrhea.
The fact that you have to tell me that that's a thing, and we don't do that is concerning to me. But you know what? I love our sponsors. So
we used to, but not anymore.
Yeah, now that now with less bone rot than ever before, 63% less bone rot, guaranteed. Well, Fred, let me tell you two ladies that give all the people on our show bone rot.
Yeah.
And that is Kylie Jenner and Kourtney Kardashian. Are they related? They're related,
yes.
right?
They're
brother and sister, right?
They're sisters.
Our sister and sister.
They're brother and sister.
I don't want to start some shit. Well, it's confusing because their dad is, a lady, and so you never know. So anyway, Fred, big news. This is probably the biggest entertainment news of the week for sure. They showed up at the same thing, wearing the same Halloween costume.
No.
What happened, Fred?
That's a faux pas.
They both, guess who they both dressed as? Those bitches.
The twins from The Shining.
No, because then it wouldn't work the same if they were. And they're only one in person, Fred. They can't dress as twins. Although that's a great costume idea. Dress yourself as twins. See if anyone figures that out. Great idea, Fred. Let's put that on the great idea list. But anyway, so no, they both dressed as the Bride of Frankenstein.
Really?
Yes.
Frankenstein, that dirty bitch.
Yeah.
He's got 2 wives.
Yeah. He's like,
Frankenstein.
Well, and the thing about it is, I'm taking a little page out of Fredline News. The thing about it is, they both dress as the Bride of Frankenstein because they're just like Frankenstein himself. They're basically just pieces of plastic and reanimated flesh.
There you go.
Which brings me, Fred, to truly the most important part of every episode. And that is, what's going on with Mario Van Peebles? Like, this is my news bit. This is just say no is what Mario Van Peebles says. He claimed, and I want you guys' opinion on this.
Okay.
We're going to get him on the show one day. He claims his hit film, New Jack City, helped a lot of people get off crack.
Yeah.
Get off crack?
He says, yep. He says he's making some bold claims about this 1990 hit crime thriller, New Jack City. By the way, Mario Van Peebles is 65 years old now.
Yeah.
But it was pretty star-studded. I haven't seen New Jack City in a long time.
Mario Van Peebles.
But Peebles, Wesley Snipes, Ice-T, Chris Rock, Judd Nelson, Bill Cobbs. I don't know who Bill Cobbs is, but whatever. He got his name thrown in the list.
Bill Cosby was the dude, the big black dude from Predator.
Oh, okay.
Not Predator. Commando.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay,
no, that's Bill Duke. That's Bill Duke. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, that's Bill Duke. I'm sorry.
And he wasn't in Commando either.
No,
Bill Duke was.
Dude, you're going up against an idiot.
He's the one got stabbed with the table leg through the chest.
In Commando?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alan, don't you remember Commando?
You remember when
look at that. Right in the background, Fred. I'm sorry to interrupt, but right behind us is American warships taking place right now live
on the laptop. Yeah.
For some reason,
we've been 50 minutes in and you finally noticed.
I just didn't know that was what it was. I just thought it was some crazy, weird porno stuff that you've been watching. Our friends at IntelliFuck sent you a highlight reel. They're like, here, look what we can do. Here's a fucking jaguar having sex with a rabbit.
And the rabbit's winning.
Yeah,
he took it. Hell of fuck. Yeah.
Like, here's a sloth. The random cheetah is forcing itself on it orally.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if a sloth was fast? No. That'd be the scariest fucking thing in the world, man. Jesus. Yeah, them long arms and claws. We
were talking about that the other night. Somebody said they wanted to dress like a bear. And I was like, no, you can't. Don't do it. Like, that's too far. Like, you can't.
Bear? Why not? Why?
Don't fuck with a bear. Do you want to culturally appropriate a bear, Fred? That you want to piss off a bear? For real?
Yeah. I want to piss off a bear.
You piss off a bear.
I'm going to take everything that bear.
Next week, the Black Lincoln Collective will be
especially one on cocaine.
Allan and Bear. Fred will be dead.
I saw a guy. He got attacked by a bear on a nature trail.
Yeah,
like he was climbing up like a mountain or climbing up some rocks.
Yeah,
and the bear
started fucking coming up the rocks.
Yeah, no, the bear was on top.
Oh, okay.
And the bear like jumped down at him, but he like ducked it, and it slid down like it was on like a 45-degree angle, but the bear slid down. And then he was like, they say you supposed to make yourself big.
Make a lot of noise.
Yeah. And like he beat it away, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, that'd have been the scariest thing. I'd have shit my pants. You know what I mean? Oh my God.
I would have made a mess in the pods if that.
Only thing I could have been thinking about was the Revenant. You know what I mean?
Maybe if I shit on this bear, it'll go away. I mean, just pull the pants out. I got to do what I got to do. Mark my territory. And the bear's like, he shit on me, man. That's not cool. I gotta go.
I'm messing with this dude, man.
Right. If you want to, but hey, listen, kids. If you want to be brave and have sex with bears, get some IntelliFuck. I assume you can force yourself on a bear at that point. You have the strength.
Anything.
You have the what is it? You have the deductive reasoning to know that bear. It's hibernating, kids.
It's hibernating. Yeah.
Like, it's hibernating. Now's my chance. Pop my 3 IntelliFucks and go to the moon.
Springtime comes is like man bears like running around.
Yeah, man bear pigs.
We'll
do that next year.
Yeah, man bear pig.
So yeah, Brad, I'm telling you, man. Get our IntelliFuck. Don't go to the snooze bar. Go to the snooze bar first. We're gonna sell it at. But it doesn't matter because I've already won the lottery.
It's gonna be dangerous.
If you won the lottery, Fred, what would you like? Seriously, what would you? I know it's a big question, but like, what would you think would be the first thing you'd be like? This is the thing that I've always wanted to do, and if I had unlimited amounts of money, this is what I would do.
Dude, I'm going somewhere I'm just going away for like a month.
A month, yeah.
I'm not taking nobody with me.
From everyone.
I'm not taking nobody with me.
You're like, all right.
I'm probably go to Montana
first.
And decompress
first.
Yeah. So I'm going to buy another family. What are you talking about? I'm going to buy another family and be like, look, for a month, my kids are your kids. All right?
Okay, as you're saying. I thought you meant you were going to buy yourself a new family.
No. It's going to be a whole nother family.
He's got a nanny.
You said you can't trust a nanny. You trust family.
Oh, well, family. Yeah, you were like, I'm sorry.
Family.
I can't tell you why I'm leaving. Because if you do, they're going to be like, let me get some of that money, baby.
That's who the family I'm gonna buy the family from Fast and Furious. I mean, like, He's
just going to drive the stick, Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Family.
Where's oh no, it's probably too soon. Where's what's that guy's name? Paul, whatever, that died.
Oh, Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
Walker. Kids, you had an uncle named Paul. He was like,
now you're stuck with Tyrese.
Yeah, ludicrous. Yeah, ludicrous.
They'll be watching you this evening.
And then you lost the Asian uncle, but somehow he came back.
He came back. How the fuck did that happen?
How the fuck did he come back?
The power of money. That's how.
Yeah, that's it.
It was like, holy shit, they brought him back.
Because that dude died in that plane crash. Like,
I'm proud to say I've only seen one Fast and the Furious movie.
Really?
Yeah, and that was the first one.
I think that was the first DVD I ever bought.
First one I ever bought was The Matrix.
Good one.
I remember that because I bought it. I had a DVD.
No, it wasn't. It was.
It was for me. You don't know me.
No, for me.
You don't know my life.
It wasn't. It was the new guy.
Oh.
Starring DJ Knowles, DJ Quoles or Knowles or whatever.
Quoles, I think. Yeah.
Quoles,
Hell, I bought my first was a laser disc and it was Top Gun.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
That was the big ones, right? The
the big ones. Yeah.
Those were awesome.
Yeah. What was the deal with those? Like, what was so special about Laserdisc? It was just
they were before they were DVDs
they
were more compact.
They were giant DVD.
But they came out
that's all.
They came out before DVDs, right?
Right. Yeah.
But they offered better resolution. I
think they did, but it was just the size of it.
They were records. They're the size of records.
Yeah, the size of records. Yeah,
they were so cool because they're so shiny.
Yeah.
You had to touch it. Like when you held it, it was like holding a fucking the Mona Lisa or some shit.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't touch it, so you'd have to be like, oh, can I get it? Get, like, on it or like, dude, those things are cool. I remember I used to hang out and watch UHF with Allan and those guys.
Yeah, we had UHF also.
Yeah,
on DVD. No, on Laserdisc. That's right.
Which reminds me, are you guys going to watch the Weird Al movie that's coming out?
It's on Apple. It's on Apple, ain't it?
No, it's on Roku.
Roku. Okay.
It's on Roku. Oh, okay.
Poor man.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah.
Roku's free. Can't afford an Apple TV? You got a Roku already.
Yeah. Everybody's got a Roku, man.
Yeah. Everybody's got a Roku.
Remote in the history of other than the Apple remote. Thank God. I hate that Roku remote though, man. I know that's like
yeah.
About.
I bought like a projector, and it came with the Roku.
Yeah.
Like it came with the and it's so stupid. I need 3 remotes to fucking run that thing, dude. This is so stupid.
Oh, the projector remote and the Roku remote. Oh, yeah, they're the same thing. Yeah.
Right, they're not the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
That's
how it goes.
Fuck that.
Sorry, Fred, that you have so much technology.
Yeah.
So many remotes.
Thanks, Elon Musk.
Just put a Chromecast on it. That's what I did.
That's what I should. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I put a
together.
Chromecast.
That's what I would do. Yeah. I always recommend taping remotes together.
Yeah, my dad used to do that. My dad taped them together.
That way you find them, you tape them to a big stick.
Yep. And he had Velcro. He put Velcro on the side of the thing so he wouldn't lose it.
Smart man.
I did that when I was like 20. And now you see the commercial was like, oh, homeowners like their parents. And they put the remote there. I was like, damn, I did that shit when I was like 20 years old, dude.
You had to do it.
Kept losing it. I kept losing the fucking thing.
And that's like,
Jesus.
The only thing worse than like not having a remote at all is having a remote and then losing it.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, now I can't even be lazy.
Yeah.
I have to get up and find it.
Oh, yeah.
If I don't do that, or I get
it sucks when you just had it.
Yeah.
You just had it.
Yes.
Like, I just had it. Where the fuck did it go?
Right.
Yeah. I had a Roku remote and I lost it. And I got mad and I was like, fuck this shit. And I got on Amazon and bought 2 of them. And when they came in, I found the one that I lost.
Yeah, that's what always happens.
But I got 3 of them now. So I'm like, fuck this shit.
We all bought like Fire Sticks for like the kids, you know, put them upstairs so they gotta watch their own TVs and whatever. And nobody has a remote anymore. Like, we got like 3, 4, 5 sticks, no remotes.
Like, you got the remote in your pocket at all times.
Oh, it's your phone?
On the Chromecast, yeah. Like, now they have it where you can do it like through the TV too, but like where you can control it. But yeah, no, back in the day, that was the best way to do it, man, for sure.
Yeah.
So, Fred, next week we're gonna have and just to let everybody know, we're gonna have Craig Aherns and his buddy Dave from CRE Entertainment. They are CRA Entertainment is a distributor of indie movies. Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of movies on. We're going to watch either Demon Hunter or Love in Quarantine this week, so we can talk to them about that. But they just got they have a YouTube channel, all kinds of stuff. You should definitely check them out. They're really nice guys, and we can't wait to have them on the show next week. Yeah. So that's going to be great. I can't wait. I'm excited. We get to talk with people who make movies, Fred.
I'm trying to get.
We're going to be in a movie.
I'm trying to get a part.
You were already in a movie.
I was in a movie.
Yeah, you were.
I was in a movie.
Are you willing to go to Huntington Beach, California?
Fuck yeah!
If you're in a movie,
yeah. Well, I was in Lethal Weapon.
That's true.
That's right, Lethal Fred.
You've already been to Huntington Beach. You're right. I forgot about that.
I live over there. Nothing.
Like, I know all the. You take
that was a good episode.
And there you're in Huntington Beach.
If anybody hadn't heard that episode, they need to go back and listen.
You go down 4th Street till you hit that McDonald's, take a right.
Look for Leroy's house.
4 blocks.
And then you're at Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, you see my uncle standing on the corner acting crazy. He's senile.
He's supposed to be
Trixie's house.
Yeah, my Trixie's. No, Trixie's house ain't dead no more. It blew up in the 80s.
Yeah, Trixie's house blew up.
So yeah, do yourself a favor. If you would like a very entertaining episode of our show, you should go back and we'll get the number exactly. But you should listen to
they said it was a gas leak.
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. We have to put a clip of that on the end.
Insert fart there.
Right. Right. We might have to leave that at the end of the show. A little clip from
what happened?
It
don't work.
Alan's farts are gone.
The machine's broken.
He's out of gas.
Terrible. So, all right, I had to tell you this joke, Frank, because your dad joke reminded me of my dad joke. That it was the ultimate dad joke today for me. I was in a meeting, and one of the people that I work with is going to Egypt, and so they were like, "Oh, she's like, I'm not going to be here for like the next month. I'm on this trip," and so after we got off the phone, somebody's like, "Where's she going?" And somebody said, "Oh, she's going to Egypt," and they said, "Why?" And I said, "Oh, for a pyramid scheme." Like, and I didn't even realize I said it until I said it, and then I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" It was hilarious.
Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
No, but everybody was like, "That was awesome." And I was like, "No,
don't look at me!"
Like at least suspended for a couple of days for that joke, but I couldn't help it. It just, it was one of those times that I was like, "Yeah, pyramid scheme. It's classic.
Yeah, that's great
humor." Like, the people in Egypt love that humor. North Africa.
Stupid Dominican.
Well, Fred, maybe next week we can talk about the pyramids for real.
The pyramids.
We're not. You don't know. Maybe they have a movie about the pyramids. Who knows? CRA Entertainment.
Of course they do.
Them.
Oh,
love
maybe
them. Love them. Love and telefuck. I am going to pitch them a movie next week. So, would you like me to tell you the name of the movie that I'm going to pitch? Yeah. Fred, this movie's been in the works for years.
And Alan Snooze Bar?
No, that's not a movie. That is a all-encompassing adult entertainment arena.
Snooze Bar the movie.
Smart the movie. No. The movie that I'll be pitching them next week is Revengeance 2.
Yes.
Revenge of Revengeance.
Yes.
So you just wait.
That script's been there for a long time.
Been in development for 20 years now.
Yes.
And I think it's finally got to see the light of day. Revenge. Johnny Revengeance. He's just a regular guy walking down the street. And then it's going to cut to like the car when they're like, "Oh, we robbed the bank. Yeah, fuck all the cops, blah, blah, blah." And they shoot him. And then he's just walking down the street with his family. And then all of a sudden, bam, bam, bam.
Oh, no.
The whole family's dead. And on that day, Johnny Seeked. No, that's not it.
Sought.
Decided that the path he would take was one of revengeance. Just wait till next week and you'll hear more about Revengeance 2, the revenge of Revengeance.
This is like a tagline: "Revenge is a dish best served soft," and he like squishes this guy's head or something.
Yeah, that's his tagline.
He's have to be really fat, and it'll be like, So we should. Okay, I think we're gonna pivot it. So Johnny Revengeance loved burritos. And one day, his favorite taco stand closed and he could no longer get burritos. On that day, he swore revengeance.
No, the Mexican cartel blew it up.
Yeah,
They blew it up. Yeah, man. Like he go to that taco stand every day and like he has a rapport with the owner. You know what I'm saying? Like
played by George Lopez. And he's like, the Mexican mafia won't give me a break. I love it. I love where this is.
They won't give me a break.
On that day, he swore revenge, and the line is like, talk about. Talk about revenge. Oh man,
talk about revenge.
Can't wait. Speaking of that, okay. Speaking of our food section, last week I didn't mean to tell everybody this at the top of the show, and I forgot. Last week when we were talking to our buddy George Lunsford, which by the way, book great. Can't wait to get it. But we were talking to him, and we had said it would be really nice for us to have a sandwich, right, named after us.
Right.
And I think I said like the Black Lincoln Club Elective or something like that.
Yeah.
So listening to this week's episode while I was editing it, it hit me that was fine. But the real name should have been the BLC BLT.
Ah, there you go.
Because that's a great name for a sandwich.
Right.
That's all. I just had to tell everybody.
What they use? What kind of mayonnaise?
BLT. What? Dukes.
What do you mean? What kind of mayonnaise?
Dukes,
Duke,
okay.
maybe.
Oh yeah.
I'm a Duke. This is you Hellman? What are you?
Craft.
My mom raised us eating Miracle Whip.
Yeah. I was on a big Miracle Whip kick when I was young. I used to love the sweet.
Yeah,
the sweetness of it. Yeah. The problem was, so this is when I knew it was gross. Like I already knew it was gross. But, no, I knew it was gross because she'd get a lettuce leaf and then put some fucking canned pineapple in there and then some Miracle Whip and then some like shredded cheese on top and be like, here's dessert. And I'm like, this is not dessert. Like, this is not any of the mayonnaise covered pineapple.
Yeah. Oh, and she's like, it's great. And I'm like, it's not fucking good with cheese on top. And I don't know if the cheese made it worse or better, if I'm being honest. That shit was, I can still like, it's the weirdest textures, the weirdest group of textures you're ever gonna have.
Yeah, that's
like lettuce, pineapple, and mayonnaise, and then cheese. Like it doesn't work at all.
No,
but I will say I've had a pineapple without mayonnaise, like a savory pineapple casserole that was really good. So put that on your Thanksgiving list. Yeah, it was like pineapple and cheese, and it was pretty fucking good. I don't know who made it, but it was pretty fucking good. I have to try it. I'll make it.
What was that, Fred?
I don't know.
Fred's like he's trying to process it in his brain. You can see when every time his eyebrow moves up, there's one brain cell jump on the other side. Like, wait, pineapple and
they're playing Pong.
Yeah, they're like, what is it? Pineapple, cheese, pineapple, cheese. Great. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for listening to the 67th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. We can't wait to join you guys next week with, like I said, our buddy Craig and CRA Entertainment, which is the first three letters of the name Craig. I wonder if he named it after himself. We'll find out next week. Now that is cliffhanger, friend. Say good night to the people, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
People. I love you, Eric. Good night.
Love you too, Eric. Not you, Allan. Fuck you, Allan. All right. I'll let you cut that. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, look, couldn't make it. You're late, Satan. Sorry.
Late. Show's over.
Is it over?
It's over, man.
Oh, you missed it. What were you doing? Grooming your mustache?
Take your sexy mustache and go to hell.
You know what you need, Satan? You know what would help you out to be better on time and give you better cognitive fucking whatever it is. Better deductive reasoning is IntelliFuck.
IntelliFuck? Oh, right. Yeah, I've used that.
But if you're under 18, ask your parents' permission.
Yes, please do. Yeah, that rhino.
If my kid ever comes to me, by the way, and is like, hey, Dad, I need to take this IntelliFuck. I'm going to be like, son,
take it.
You take that shit.
Take that shit.
And then go out in the yard and break leaves.
You got the nuts to ask me to take it. Take it.
Like, Howard Einstein recommends it.
And then tell me how it works out for you.
Tell me if you have bone rock. So, Satan,
Sorry.
Is Albert Einstein down there with you, or is he in the other?
Yes, Albert's down here hanging out.
All right, ask him if he endorses. Oh, fuck it up. Ask him if he died from the bone rot from taking it.
Albert wants to know, why was Freddy playing cards during the show?
Last week?
No, today.
Was it this week?
Oh yes, Freddy was playing cards.
I always see you.
What are you talking about?
Oh yes, I see everything,
Huge
Freddy.
fan of the Black Wing Collective.
You tried to rebuke
Let's
me.
see. Do you know a trick, Fred?
Yeah, show us a
You
trick.
see that?
Show us a trick.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw the card flip over. Yeah, dude, we can see. Okay, yeah, and then you flip it over.
Okay.
Not that great. Not that great a trick.
Wow, Chris Angel, motherfucker.
Oh, really?
All right, guys, bye.
All right. Bye, Satan. Oh, he really?
Yeah, damn. He just.
All right. So, yeah. See you next week, guys.
All right.
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddies, sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the men's side.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, what a day. What a day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hit. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Stay classy, San Diego.